What's the most powerful martial art in the world? Let's set one rule first. We're talking only about bare-handed combat. No weapons. For now. Across the globe, martial arts masters argue endlessly over one question. Which fighting style is the strongest? Some say it's the centuries-old tradition of Chinese Kung Fu. Others swear by the brutal efficiency of Muay Thai or the devastating punches of American boxing. Add in Japanese Karate, Korean Taekwondo, and the list goes on. But which one really reigns supreme? In 2006, National Geographic tried to find out. They brought in scientists, sensors, crash test dummies, and fighters from across the world. No more myths. No more legends. Just raw data. First up, punching power. Old-school Western boxing came out swinging, literally. A full-force punch delivered nearly 1,000 pounds of force, enough to cause serious brain damage or even death. Other styles? Chinese Kung Fu Jeet Kune, Do-style punch, 612 pounds. Karate straight punch, 816 pounds. Taekwondo punch, 917 pounds. Impressive, yes. But none could match the sheer knockout force of boxing. But when it came to kicking power, the story changed. Enter Muay Thai, the art of 8 limbs. This brutal combat style from Thailand uses fists, elbows, knees, and shins with deadly precision. According to the tests, a Muay Thai fighter's knee strike generated the same force as a car crashing at 56 kilometers per hour. That's like being hit by a speeding bumper. They say Muay Thai fighters kick banana trees thousands of times a day. Over time, their legs turn to iron. Other kick stats: Karate side kick, over 1,000 pounds. Taekwondo spinning back kick, more than 1,500 pounds. That's 680 kilograms of force, enough to crack ribs or... So where does Chinese Kung Fu stand? It wasn't the strongest in punch or kick power, but it had something else: speed. In the same tests, Chinese martial artist Huang Yali, a Pan-American Wushu gold medalist, struck at over 12 meters per second. That's more than 43 kilometers per hour. For comparison, a striking cobra attacks at about 3 meters per second. Huang's punch was 4 times faster. Using slow-motion cameras at 25x magnification, scientists saw over 100 distinct moves in just 1 minute. Kung Fu didn't win with brute force. It overwhelmed with speed and precision. As the famous martial arts novelist Zhu Long once said, "All martial arts can be broken, except for speed. Speed is invincible." And Chinese styles like Wing Chun and Jeet Kune Do, founded by Bruce Lee himself, are built entirely around that principle. But speed and strength alone aren't enough. What about reaction time, the ability to think and act faster than your opponent? Scientists used motion capture to test how fast fighters react to visual stimuli. When a flash of light appeared, Taekwondo world champion Bren Foster reacted in 0.18 seconds, faster than a blink. By the time a regular person noticed the flash, Foster had already landed a blow. So, after all the tests, who wins? There's no clear answer. Each martial art has its strengths. Boxing, raw punch power; Muay Thai, devastating kicks and knees; Chinese Kung Fu, blinding speed; Taekwondo, lightning reflexes. As Bruce Lee once said, "There is no such thing as the best style, only better fighters." Dedication, intelligence, and talent matter far more than just technique. But what about weapons? Well, that's a whole other battlefield. From Chinese sabers to Japanese katanas to European swords, each has its legacy. But today, these weapons are more symbolic than practical. If we're being realistic, archery might be the deadliest, a long-range strike before the enemy even sees you. In ancient warfare, spears dominated the front lines, while short swords were the king of close combat. Even now, in the age of modern combat, You can turn on the news and see what one person with a small knife can do to a crowd. So yes, weapons almost always beat bare hands. In ancient times, Chinese kung fu was rich, mysterious, and often regarded as unbeatable. But today, many say it has become more performance art than battlefield technique. The flashy moves we see in movies or stage shows, they're far from the brutal reality of combat. Modern rules-based fighting, especially in the ring, tends to favor Western boxing, thanks to massive physiques and explosive power. And in Nauru's open-field fights, Muay Thai stands out. It's fast, flexible, and designed to maim. So what's the world's strongest martial art? It depends on the battlefield. It depends on the rules. But most importantly, it depends on the fighter.
Subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss what's coming next. Share it, because some stories are meant to be discovered together. And stay curious. I'll see you in the next chapter.